You are at Lake Rant, where I rant about whatever my $10 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by being one of those. This one's for Bartville, who says, rant about my 3x3s. I have one for TV shows and one for movies. What can you say about my taste based on this? I hope that people are not too tired with it, because I love 3x3 threads, and I know you enjoy analyzing them. Here's the link. I'm going to go ahead and save this image so I can use it as a thumbnail, so that I'll actually have a thumbnail for this. Anyway, we've got, for TV anime, Neon Genesis Evangelion, Monster, Cowboy Bebop, K-On!, Manabi Straight, which is in the middle. I don't know if that means it's the number one or if Ava is the number one for being in the top left. Bloom Into You, Rakugo Shinju, Hibike Euphonium, and Mob Psycho 100. So, one thing about this is I'm noticing a strong recency bias here. I'm noticing that 4 of these shows come from the last 5 years, would probably be fresher in your mind, have even had multiple seasons across that 5-year span, with the exception of Bloom Into You. These are all good shows, very emotional, character-driven shows. I'm going to say that you're somebody who, really wants to connect with your characters in a big way, which, it expands to all 9 of these are shows with great, memorable characters that you could definitely relate to. When I look at the top row, being Ava, Monster, and Bebop, I feel like these are classics. These are things you reached back into the past to watch that, that plenty of people have extolled the virtues of. To get down into, K-On!, I would see that way, and it's been out for a decade at this point. So, again, it's a show that maybe looking back into the past, having heard about it, would be a different experience. But and Manabi Straight is the most oddball on this whole list. I don't know if you've watched it because I talked about it, if you found out about it from elsewhere, but it's not to say that it doesn't feel at home on here. Obviously, I like all of these shows, and I like that one. Well, I didn't really like Bloom Into You, but I like the manga. But yeah, just the fact that weird centerpiece is there in between 4 shows that I would consider to be classics, and then 4 shows that are not something I'd be shocked to see on anybody's favorites list, but just 4 shows that are much more recent, that have a more obvious common thread throughout them than the first 4 shows do. So I don't know if this is the list of somebody who hasn't seen a whole ton of anime, and maybe more of these slots will be overturned as you watch more classics, or if you just really fucking connected with these shows really strong. It could be both, but I don't know. It's an interesting list that it has such a huge turnover from the first half to the second half. Then we've got the movie list. So we've got Tamako Love Story, The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, Perfect Blue, Your Name, Tokyo Godfathers, what's it called? Big bomb exploding movie. Barefoot Gen, Liz and the Blue Bird, Princess Mononoke, and Millennium Actress. So, right away, the 2 most notable factors here are that we have 3 Satoshi Kon films, which are, in my opinion, the 3 great Satoshi Kon films. I'm not a huge fan of Paprika. All 3 of these films, though, that you've put on here are phenomenal. Would gladly have them on a list. Meanwhile, Tamako Love Story, Liz and the Bluebird, and Haruhi are all Kyoto Animation films. So you got that angle going on there, too. Clearly, whatever KyoAni does in their films is something that you are picking up what they're putting down. Again, I'm seeing a lot of character study, deep emotional kind of stuff here. Even looking at Your Name is another movie where you can definitely get connected with these characters and their struggles a lot. Princess Mononoke is a bit of an oddball on this list, just in that it's the only Miyazaki. You tend to see Miyazaki fans with a lot of them on there. I don't know if you haven't seen them all, or if this is just the only one you liked enough. Princess Mononoke is one of the more beloved Miyazaki films. So, there's that. And then Barefoot Gen. Out of nowhere, this movie from the 80s that everything else on here is... Well, I guess, the Satoshi Kon films are a little older and stuff, but most of it is a little bit more modern. But, Barefoot Gen, it's a fucking heart-wrenching experience. I could definitely see why it would be on somebody's favorites. So, You know, these lists to me look like somebody who's maybe a little bit on the newer side, who's mostly explored creators who they were already a fan of. Like you had some kind of in, and that's why you checked out other stuff that was, you know, from the same people or similar in some way. Um, or it's possible that the connection between all this stuff is just that I've talked about all of it. I have no idea. But, you know, pretty good stuff.